I joined the cult of Iman Gadzhi. I fell for it. I fell for his exquisite marketing skills and promises of riches and fortune. So what did I do? I bought his program, Agency Navigator, and I went in there. I was hopeful and ready to learn. I was like, I trust this person to teach me. But it turned out it was all brainwashing. This program brainwashed me to think clearly, to organize my life, and to be better every day. The community and Agency Navigator manipulated me to chase my goals, to be a better person, and to work towards my dreams. Awful. Truly an experience that I would not recommend to anyone that wishes to stay in their comfort zone, that wishes to continue with their old habits and use the excuses that they've been using until now to stay exactly where they are. In this cult, in this almost religious-like experience, you will be forced to be better, to think better, and to work on those things that stop you from being who you want to be. What can I say? I've truly been changed forever, and I feel like this experience, I would trade anything to be back in the Matrix. Because once you're out, unfortunately, you can't get back in. You're disillusioned. Iman has thrown you in a whirlwind of self-realization, skill development, and seeing clearly what the reality presents to you. Now, with this newfound knowledge, you can no longer go back into your illusionary state of comfort and well-being, enjoying things like Netflix and video games. Because, hey, I've got all this time in the world. I'm young. I'm 21. I'm 22. I'm 25. Whatever I am. I'm in my 20s. It's time to party. It's time to drink. It's time to get smashed. It's time to subscribe to all these cultural things that we are taught. And you know what Iman tells you? He says, no. You can't live in your comforts anymore. And immediately you experience a sensational high level of fear. You begin to be afraid. Oh no, what if I become successful? What if I achieve my goals? Terrible fear of success. And he teaches you that's okay. You know, the cult leader himself passes on to you this system for living life, you know, and you paid money for this. You paid money to be challenged, to be made to feel uncomfortable, to be thrown into fear and zone of comfort. And what does he give you? He gives you an incredibly supportive community. So make up your mind. Now, enough of this theatrical display. I am in a point in my life where I decided to look for ways to take control. I came across a brilliant quote from an author named Marie Forleo. In fact, hopefully this is not counting as advertising. I have her book right here. It's called Everything's Figure-Outable. And on that note, I decided that I need to figure out how the hell can I take myself out of the rat race, take myself out of this experience of working for other people, which I've always hated. I never liked the idea of slaving away for someone else, seeing how inefficient they work and how poorly they execute tasks, but not being able to do anything about that because I'm not qualified, or I don't have the papers, or I haven't gone through the stupid course that's gonna teach me absolutely nothing. You know, I wasted 5 years in 2 universities. I did a marketing degree for 2 years, and I did a nutrition and health degree for 3 years, which I just recently graduated. I then did a personal trainer course because I thought, hey, nutrition and health by itself, it's not enough. I don't have, even on paper, I don't have the required skills to actually work in the field unless I did an internship, which I didn't. So I thought, I'm really passionate about fitness and sports nutrition and optimizing human performance through diet. So let me become a personal trainer. Maybe that's gonna get me to where I want to be. I've heard they get paid 30 to 50 pounds an hour in British currency. That's quite good. You know, I can make a decent living off of being a personal trainer, and I can help people get healthy, which is one of my main goals in life, to help people live a better life and have a pleasant experience. So I did that, and the only thing that remains for me is the exam, but due to some obstacles along the way, I still haven't been able to book it. But that's an easy thing. I just need to pass a simple exam. But in the end, I was like still not feeling that this is the thing. I assessed the business model, and having to pay rent to a gym, no guarantee of clients, and no significant support. I thought, this is not the job that I was imagining, and the income that I'm gonna make, a decent part of that is going to be diminished through the fact that I have to pay rent to a gym. More importantly, and what truly mattered to me, is that I'm not gonna have a sufficient enough impact on people. I'm gonna be able to impact a couple individuals by coaching them individually, but then it's also based on how much commitment they have. And I thought to myself, this over time in the long term is not gonna contribute to societal change, which is what I'm more interested in. And as a result, I decided I need to move on to something bigger. I need to assess other ways of generating income and wealth for the purposes of helping those in need, like people in third world countries that have no access to healthcare or education, that are left to just survive. That's, I believe, unfair for us in the Western world to have glamorous lives and be able to buy super expensive cars, and with all this money that a large majority of society spends on meaningless things, we could change the world. So I'm not here to tell anyone how to spend their resources. If you generated them, then you can spend it any way you want. But I believe a lot more people should be investing in the well-being of those that don't have the ability to generate wealth themselves, because they have no education, they have no understanding of how the world functions, and they're just being manipulated by more powerful entities. And I came across the Renaissance Man, the new Renaissance Man, the Digital Renaissance course. I watched some of it, and the last part, or I believe the second part, was taken down before I had the ability to watch it. So I saw the last one as well, where Iman talks about his course. And I decided, hey, I'm here. I'm currently living on my savings, not working. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm reading books. I'm getting after it. I'm exercising and dealing with some health issues as well. But every day trying to persevere, trying to do as much as I can, and adapting as many quality mindsets and good behaviors as I can, such as reading every day. And I'm trying to read about 40 pages on average so that I can manage roughly a book a week. I'm trying to follow in the steps of these people that have achieved great success and have a lot of resources, because in my eyes, I need those resources to establish good well-being for myself so that I can more effectively prioritize my own personal development for the sake of generating more awareness through things like meditation and present moment awareness just in the general day, so that I can focus on my fitness and combat sport interests, so that I can develop systems, theories, and concepts to make effective changes in people's lives, to help them understand their thinking patterns and how to effectively dismantle and change them. But for that, you need time and you need resources. And I don't think it's effective for me to invest my time into a job. So I'm here to figure out how to do this. And so far, so good. some of the teachings. I've completed 2 of the 7, I believe, modules or 8, or phases they're called. And the course is quite effective. There's some sufficient book recommendations that I really enjoyed and have ordered a lot of them. There's a lot of tips and useful advice. They provide you with a lot of tools. And so far, I've seen good benefit in this course compared to other things that I've paid for and done before. And according to the community, there's a lot of people that do this, that are successful, that are capable. And I believe that applying my current skills in my niche and continuing to research in the meantime is the best way to go about it. I'm hopeful and I'm driven and motivated, still uncertain, but ready to tackle it. And yeah, this recent promotion event with the ability to win a little bit of extra resources is for me a fascinating opportunity to extend my ability to develop skills and tactics to finally start my own business. As you know, I only have a certain amount of savings. They'll only last until a certain point, and after that I'll have to start working, which is something I prefer to avoid. In any case, however life turns out, everything's figure outable, first of all, and second of all, you have to build resilience and keep chasing those dreams. You can't let anything bring you down. So that's my mindset. I do every step that I can to acquire more time through acquiring resources, and being lazy to me is just losing money. I can't afford to be lazy. It doesn't matter if I win or don't. It matters the principle of getting after it and doing this activity to put myself out there. Just like I'm applying for jobs every day to have security, I'm also taking every opportunity that I can to generate extra resources. So thank you, Iman. Thank you for your teachings. Thank you for your care for the community. You're an inspiration. And one day, hopefully, we get to cross paths.